What are the best, most affordable electric cars that are available right now that you should be considering? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. With each passing year, electric cars seem to be getting more and more popular, and there are more options to consider now than ever before. In this video, we're going to go through the top 5 fully electric cars that are available to buy right now. My only criteria for this top 5 list is that they had to be electric cars with a price of around $50,000, preferably a lot less than that, and they had to have a total driving range of at least 350 kilometers or 220 miles. So if you're thinking about buying an electric car, or you've decided that a fully electric car is the right type of vehicle for you, then make sure to stick around to the end of this video. So let's start with my number 5 pick, which is the Nissan Leaf. The Leaf is one of the longest running electric cars on the market, and it actually predates the original Tesla Model S coming out for the 2010 model year. Now, the huge benefit of that longevity is that the Leaf has a well-proven track record for reliability and build quality, which makes it a really safe choice for an electric car. The Leaf is now in its 2nd generation and comes in 2 versions. The base model uses a smaller battery pack with a pretty limited range, but most will go for the optional larger 62 kilowatt hour battery pack that has a much more usable range of around 360 kilometers or 220 miles. Although the driving range is shorter than the other electric cars on this list, it is a pretty decent amount and adequate for those who do most of their driving in the city. In terms of the way it's designed, the Leaf is a pretty good car, but there's nothing exceptional about it and nothing that stands out in any particular way. The interior is comfortable and roomy, and you get some pretty decent technology like a usable touchscreen infotainment system and available ProPilot active safety technology. In terms of the way it drives, it is a pretty comfortable car with decent handling and good performance, but again, there's nothing super exceptional about it, and there are other electric cars out there that have moved the game forward in many ways. Ultimately, the Leaf is basically a safe choice for someone who's just looking for a competent electric car with a well-proven track record. If you don't necessarily need to have the latest and greatest tech, it's a pretty good choice. Moving on to car number 4, which is the Kia Soul EV. Although many might not consider Kia to be an electric car maker, the company has been making fully electric cars for quite some time and currently offers 2 models, including both the Kia Soul EV and the Niro EV. Although both of these cars basically use the same platform and drivetrains, the Soul is the one that has a little bit more going for it thanks to its more adventurous design, spacious interior, and better use of tech. The interior is very spacious and practical, and you get all kinds of great features and tech, including a large, easy-to-use touchscreen infotainment system that has amazing graphics and comes with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also get all kinds of useful features like a full head-up display, wireless smartphone charging, heated and ventilated seats, and a heated steering wheel. All of the features are just really well designed, easy to use, and make this a very livable car to use on a daily basis. The Soul EV also comes with a much better electric drivetrain than what you get with the Nissan Leaf, with better performance, acceleration, and a much better driving range. You can get around 415 kilometers or 250 miles of driving range, which is a really usable amount, and it also offers amazing acceleration thanks to that powerful electric motor that drives the front wheels. Overall, this is just a really well-designed electric car that does a lot of things extremely well. And the best part about it is that if you're not a fan of the way it looks, which you may not be because it looks pretty polarizing to some, you have a great alternative with the Kia Niro EV, which is basically just the exact same car, but in a more conventional looking hatchback crossover body style. With a price range of between $42,000 to $52,000 Canadian before any electric vehicle incentives, the Soul EV is also a better value than the Leaf because it offers a lot more features and tech for pretty much the same amount of money. Now, if you like all the features and tech that you get with the Soul EV, but you just prefer a more conventional looking crossover, then you might want to consider car number 3, which is the Hyundai Kona Ev. The Kona EV uses basically the same platform and electric drivetrain that it shares with the Niro EV and Soul EV, which makes all 3 of these vehicles basically triplets with different body styles. The Kona EV, however, seems to be the most popular one out of the 3, mostly due to the fact that it just has better availability nationwide, and it also uses a more conventional looking crossover SUV body style that a lot of buyers are attracted to. Other than that, however, the Kona EV has all the same basic benefits that you get with the Kia models, including its well-designed interior with a wide range of well-designed features. The touchscreen infotainment system is one of the best on the market. It's extremely easy to use with well-designed graphics, and it comes with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. All of the other controls are just as straightforward and easy to use, and there's plenty of great features that are available, including a great sounding Infinity premium sound system, a color head-up display, and heated and ventilated seats. The Kona is also a very safe and comfortable car to drive. It comes with a wide range of active safety features, and it offers great performance from the electric drivetrain. The performance is pretty much identical to the Kia models with excellent acceleration thanks to the powerful motor that powers the front wheels, and you also get a really good driving range of around 250 miles or 415 kilometers. Now that's a pretty good driving range, and it makes this a pretty usable car for longer trips, which is something that can be said of some of the cheaper electric cars out there. Price-wise, the Kona EV ranges from around $45,000 to $52,000 Canadian before electric vehicle incentives, which puts it pretty much in the same ballpark as the Kia and Nissan models. Moving on to car number 2, and this is a bit of a two-in-one because it is the Chevrolet Bolt and Bolt EUV. Now the reason why the Chevrolet Bolt has taken the second place spot is because it basically offers all of the same benefits and technology, if not better technology, than all of the other electric cars on this list, but it does so for a much lower price point. Both the Bolt and Bolt EUV have starting prices that are thousands of dollars lower than their competitors, which makes them amazing value for money. And what's great is that you're not actually sacrificing anything for those amazing savings. Both the Bolt and Bolt EUV come with amazing technology and a really good driving range. The electric drivetrain is basically a carryover version from the one used in the first generation Bolt, which has been around since 2017. It offers a driving range of around 430 kilometers or 260 miles, which pretty much puts it at the top of its class. Now, if the new Bolt drives anything like the first generation car, which was a really good driving car, then it should have amazing performance and handling. The real upgrades to the Bolt though are in the interior, where you get more space, much better use of materials, and better technology. Thanks to its larger dimensions, the Bolt EUV offers even more interior space than the regular Bolt, which makes it the more practical version between the two. The EUV also gets a few additional features that you can't get on the regular Bolt, including a sunroof, a rear view mirror camera display, and super cruise control. The feature is basically borrowed from the far more expensive Cadillac model, so the fact that GM is now using this feature on the much less expensive Chevrolet Bolt EUV is pretty amazing. With pricing that ranges from around $38,000 up to around $46,000 Canadian, depending on which model and trim level you go with, the Bolt and Bolt EUV are amazing value for money and definitely one of the best buys on the affordable end of the electric car market. The fact that the Bolt has also been on the market for several years now with a well-proven track record is also a huge selling point and something that you don't get with the Hyundai and Kia models. Now, despite having so much going for it, the Bolt still falls just short of the #1 spot, which goes to the Tesla Model 3. Now, I know putting the Model 3 at the #1 spot could be a little bit controversial, but hear me out because there are a lot of great reasons for that. For one thing, Tesla is a leader when it comes to electric car technology. They just have their drivetrains and software figured out better than almost any other brand. Although early versions of the Model 3 definitely had some issues, Tesla has been making so many of them to the point where they've pretty much worked out a lot of the early teething issues. And that's a really good thing because the Model 3 is actually a very well-designed electric car, and that's reflected in its incredible popularity. Although you can get an all-wheel drive model that can easily go well over 500 kilometers or 350 miles of driving range, even the base model is capable of going around 260 miles or 430 kilometers. Another huge bonus is the fact that you get access to Tesla's amazing but proprietary supercharger network, which gives you access to chargers all over North America. The Model 3 also offers amazing technology with a really well-designed touchscreen infotainment system that's used to control pretty much all of the car's features. The touchscreen looks amazing, it's super easy to use, and it's filled with so many great features that it really leaves you wondering why other car companies don't do something similar. The Model 3 also comes standard with Tesla's autopilot system, which gives you self-driving capability on the highway, which is another great feature that you just don't get with other electric cars. And finally, there's also the value, because although the Model 3 does have a higher starting price than the other electric cars that I mentioned, the price is about the same as the highest trim levels of those cars. So if you're going to pay roughly the same amount of money for either a Nissan, a Hyundai, or a Tesla, why wouldn't you buy the Tesla? Not only is the base version of the Model 3 a really good value, but it also seems to have much better resale value than a lot of other electric cars, which is probably due to the fact that Teslas just have that desirability factor. The bottom line is that the Model 3 is just a very well-rounded and well-designed electric car that comes from a company that knows what they're doing when it comes to electric car technology. Although this list could easily change in the near future thanks to all the new electric cars that are becoming available on a regular basis, right now these are some of the best ones that are available, and if you're in the market to buy an electric car right now, these are the ones that you should be considering. Let me know what you think of any of these electric cars that I've chosen, and if you have any recommendations for future car comparisons or car videos, just leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you need any additional car advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, check out carhelpcanada.com. Their team of experts would be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.